What's up, guys? Jay Thornton 64 coming in live, work edition. I just been sitting here thinking. What's it going to take? What's it really going to take to make a difference? I'm not talking about making 50 more videos and hoping for the best, because that shit ain't going to work. And I'm going to go ahead and say this now. If you don't like cussing, this probably ain't the right video. I'm sure you'll have to check the mark for 18 and above to watch this one, because it's done got aggravating. And I'm going to cover a bunch of crap in a short amount of time. Today was a good example of just how piss poor the workforce is. Like I said, I live in North Louisiana. A lot of poverty in North Louisiana. Went to Subway. Yeah, I said it, Subway. The most unorganized people in the country. Probably still the only Subway in the country that doesn't have a credit card machine. So if you go in and you're going to pay the credit card, you got to go, because it's at a truck stop. You got to go next, you got to go to the truck stop side. Long story short, 25 minutes later, that $12 sandwich, I told them to stick it up their ass. That's the best you could do, and they got the sandwiches wrong. So yeah, I'm venting on Subway. By God, I'm going to find out who owns your ass and how much is, see if you're for sale. Surely I got 10 buddies that go in and buy a damn Subway sandwich. $12 for a sandwich, people. $12. I can buy 5 pounds of bologna, 2 loaves of bread, and all the cheese you can think of for $12 and eat for a couple weeks. $12 for a fucking sandwich? Come on. That's all. Now, let's move on. I need to do my own research for this. So for you history buffs, enlighten me until I find my answer. American Revolution. When did it start? How did it start? And once it started, how did everybody else know? It's the question. How did it start? How did it manifest? And once it started, how did everybody else? I mean, I understand they had a telegram or whatever they had. I'm just asking. Because making videos ain't going to start no American Revolution. And American Revolution is what this country's begging for. Stop the chaos. I remember when I was a kid, when I was in school, and I don't remember what it was now, but we all we done a mock election, and I was Edwin Edwards. And for you Louisiana history buffs, or anybody that's ever been in Louisiana for a short amount of time, you know who Edwin Edwards is. But the funny thing I remember about it is even then I knew he was crooked. And everybody back then, you know, of course I was a kid, and of course all the adults knew he was crooked. But that's just it. And I'm damn near 40. And for a good 30 years, I've known Louisiana politics is crooked. But, you know, it's just the way Louisiana is, man. We got crooked politics. But really? Does it really have to be that way? Are you saying there's no stopping it whatsoever? I know that's a big old train to stop. But even on a United States scale or global scale, the United States is just screwed. If you're looking for a leader, you ain't going to find one. Now you might find one in a company with 50 employees, 100 employees. You'll find a leader there. Because more likely he started from a handful and he has worked it to that. And that man could possibly be a genius. Just saying. He didn't go to Harvard and rub shoulders with all the bigwigs. His daddy talked him into letting him get a job somewhere. And that man, he whispered in that dude's ear and he got him a job somewhere else. I'm talking about real leadership. It's something this country doesn't have, to say the least. So the American Revolution, how did it start, where did it start, and how is the next one going to start? We can't keep on like this. My checkbook nor yours can take a lick like our country's does every month. We have debt on top of debt, on top of penalties, on top of penalties. And if that was you or I, we would be walking unemployed and hungry. Our country just prints more money, and you and I pay for it. You think you're free? You're free to get up out of bed in the morning time, and you're free to do whatever you want until you have to be at work at whatever time you got to be at work. You're a slave when you wake up. You're a slave when you get to work. You sit there in that one cubicle for 8-10 hours a day for 40 years of your life. And your boss walks up to you one day and says, "Appreciate your services, Sally, but you got to go. Here's a month's worth of pay for your efforts. Catch you next time." 40 years of dedication. Nobody gives a jack crap. I mean, zero. So that's why you got a shitty workforce. Employee likes to be tapped on the back from time to time. "Hey man, you're doing a good job. I appreciate your intuition on what you're doing. I appreciate you being here on time. I appreciate you staying late when I need you." I'm not asking for a raise for me staying over. It's just part of my job, man. Sometimes I just got to stay over. It's expected. I expect it. They probably don't expect it, or they probably do expect it, and I do it. Because I try to care about my job. I know I shoot videos from job. And they put a post on the wall the other day that says, "No watching movies or videos at work." Didn't say shit about making them. So, where's the breaking point? What's going to happen to say, you know what, enough's enough? And me and a friend of mine were talking the other day, and I said, you know what? If I could get away with it, I would drive my ass to Washington, and I'd sit on the steps with Lincoln. And I'd broadcast to YouTube, and I'd call Shepard Smith, and I'd call everybody worth calling to come report it. But they'd probably drag me off to a FEMA camp, and I'd never be heard from again. But what's it going to take? Is it going to take that person sitting at the Lincoln Memorial? Is it going to take that person sitting by the gate at the White House? One person comes. 5 come. 50 come. But here's the problem. Let's go on and stop that one. But here's the problem. I can't afford to leave my job. I got mouths to feed. I got bills to pay. I can't do that. I do too. But where's the sacrifice? Are you willing to make a sacrifice for your own fucking freedom? And that's what it boils down to. You want to take the lazy road out? and maybe the government will fix their own bullshit, you're going to stand up, take a little bit of control, and take a little bit of initiation in your own fucking life. It's up to you. I don't know how to make the change, guys. By God, I'm willing to make a try. I just need some suggestions. Making fucking videos ain't gonna do no good. We've already proven that. We've been proving that since YouTube come out. You ain't changing nothing except making trolls to shut you down. I'm talking about physical actions, guys. Physical action. Not a fucking thumbs down. Not a how many views I got. How good my video is. Fuck that. I'm talking about physical, feet on the ground, men and women of this country. Because until you get that, we're just sitting here pissing in the wind. J Thorn 64, fuck it.